Solving a problem which talks about more difficult rearranging formulas or formulae. In number 9, make B the subject of the formula which is found here. So in the first thing we have to do is that since we have a fraction here, we need to make we need to have a over 1. Since we have equal, so we can cross multiply. Therefore we multiply a by b minus 5, which is equal to 2 minus 7b. Then we expand, so we get a times b minus 5 times a equals to 2 minus 7b. We need to have b as the subject, therefore we collect b on one side. So we move 7b to the other side and we change its sign. And we moved minus 5a to the other side, it becomes 5a. And then we factor the b into a plus 7, because when you divide a over ab divided by b, you get a. And when you divide 7b by b, you get 7. Therefore, we continue. This is equal to 2 plus 5a. Then we divide by a plus 7. Therefore, b is equal to 2 plus 5a over a plus 7. In number 10, we have this formula and we need to rearrange in order for a to be the subject. So we place p over 1, we have two fractions and an equality between them, therefore we can cross multiply. P multiplied by n plus a equals to n squared plus a. Then we expand, so it's p times n plus p times a equals to n squared plus a. Then we have to since we need a to be the subject, we need to place everything that contains a on one side. So pa minus a, because you take this to the other side, which is equal to n squared. And now you need to take pn to the other side, it's minus pn. In order for a to be the subject, we need to factorize here, so it's a into p minus 1, which is equal to n squared minus pn. Now divide by p minus 1, a is equal to n squared over n squared minus pn over p minus 1. In number 11, we need to make x the subject of the formula. So we cross multiply and we have x times q equals to p times x plus c. Now we expand p, so it's xq equals to px plus c times p. Now we need to take the x, everything that contains x to one side so that we can factorize it. X into, let me write it more in details, xq minus px is equal to cp. Now we factor the x, so it's going to be x into q minus p, which is equal to cp. Then we divide by q minus p, we will get c times p over q minus p. And number 12, we need to rearrange this formula such that u is the subject, and we need to write it in the simplest form. So in the first thing, the way of thinking here is to take the common denominator. Now the common denominator between u and v is their product. So let's take u times v. What did we do to u so that it became u times v? We multiplied it by v. Whatever we do to the denominator, we do to the numerator, so it's v times 1 is v plus same thing. In order for v to become uv, we multiplied it by u, so whatever we do to the denominator, we do to the numerator, so we get u times 1 is u, which is equal to 1 over f. Now we cross multiply and we continue. You have f times v plus u, which is equal to u times v. Now expand the f inside because our target is the u, so we will get f v plus f u equals to uv. Then we take the u's or everything that contains u to one side, so fu minus uv is equal to fv, because when you take this to the other side, it becomes minus uv, and you need to take fv to this side, so it becomes minus fv. So now factorize the u into f minus v equals to minus fv. Then we have to divide by f minus v, so u is equal to minus fv over f minus v. So in this problem, the key thing is that the beginning or the start of it, where you need to take the common denominator and then cross multiply.